Hello. What are you doing?
I'm grooving.
Well, all right. We are live on
Here.
Instagram.
And here.
We're live on Facebook and YouTube.
Hey.
We're live on all the places.
We are where you are.
Virtually?
Yeah. Yep. What is Monthly Meltdown?
Welcome into the Monthly Meltdown. Should we do this month's Monthly Meltdown is brought to you by
Bones Coffee.
Bones Coffee, which actually is my fucking favorite coffee.
Do you like cryptids, ghosts, and ghouls?
But also ban me, Facebook.
What?
I said I dropped an F-bomb. I said don't ban me, Facebook.
Yeah, you gotta watch that. You gotta talk better. Yeah, so this is brought to you by Bones Coffee Company. We love this stuff.
Yeah.
And I know that I'm probably a sucker for branding. Because I'm a simpleton, and it literally is like right here. If I look at this S'more time bag of coffee, it's got all my bruvs on there. I was literally, before this came on, I was pointing out who the Sasquatch is.
Well, it
was Eric.
Yeah.
And then the Bones was Wayne, because shakes. And then I don't know who the wolf is.
It's Hurricane. Anyway, yeah, that's actually why I got this, because I was in Florida visiting my family, and I was in Publix. God bless Publix. And they had this on an end cap, because they always have like little end caps there that will be like Florida things, local Florida things, or made by like Florida companies. And so they had this, and yeah, I'm just a sucker. Like if it's s'mores flavored, immediately, yes, I want it.
Okay? If you throw a Sasquatch on the bag, I'm done.
Yeah, and then I saw this, and I had to get it, and it's so funny because actually, for a while, because we couldn't find it anywhere here, I would have my aunt go to Publix and get some for me and ship it
send it over
from Florida. But anyway, all of that to say, this actually is brought to you by Bones Coffee, because we love them, and I reached out and got a discount code. So if you do want to order some for yourself, you don't have to have my aunt ship it to you from Florida. Bones Coffee will ship it to you from Florida. So if you use code HAUNTED, it gives you 10% off.
10% off. And that's great. And it really is good coffee. And usually I'm a coffee snob, but to be honest with you, like I typically don't like these flavors that are like s'mores or like alien ass blaster or whatever the hell. Like but this is really good.
This is where Butterscotch Falls came from, actually, because we were recording, remember, and we had just gotten a new flavor, and it was like butterscotch and caramel or something. Yeah. And I was like, we had just been talking about Sasquatch, and so I, as I do, I combined the word and said butterscotch, and
there it is.
Now here we are.
So 10% off. Use the code HAUNTED. Go buy coffee.
Coming to you live from Butterscotch Falls.
All right, what's next?
Anyway. What have we been doing lately, bruv?
Same thing we've always been doing.
Well, most upcoming thing to talk about is this weekend, this Saturday, we will be at the MPU seminar.
Metaphysical You seminar.
Yes, and so if you are wanting to check this out, this year's is all on spirit communication and entity communication. That's the entire theme. So there will be like panels and stuff all day about various aspects of that. And this big bruv right here, what are you doing?
We're doing the CE5 event, which is going to be interesting because and anyone that follows us along knows how I look at something like CE5, and it's very much a spirit communication thing for me.
Yeah.
So I am going to talk about that when we run the session, because I don't know that a lot of people, when they do these sessions, are looking at it that way. And that's going to be an interesting, fresh take for people if you are interested in that. If you want to do that, show up.
Get the tickets. Don't just show up. You have to get tickets. Go to metaphysicalu, the letter U.com, I believe. But go on their website and you can get the tickets on there, all of the information, all of that.
It's on the World Wide Web. You are running the seance?
Yes. Me, Sarah, and AJ are running the seance, which I'm so sorry, it's already sold out. So that's why I didn't mention it, because that's the like special VIP event.
No problem.
CE5 is outside though. So that I don't think has a
so you can just show
limit
up
or cap. Well, you have to buy a ticket. Yeah. But anyway, so that we're gonna be there Saturday.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good time. So come see us. It will be great. Other than that, coming up, we are already almost to October.
Oh, do we want to talk about our
Yeah.
upcoming things?
Correct.
Okay.
I mean, we're finishing out the year
So-
strong. We've got the NPU coming up this weekend. That's going to be
Yes.
great. And I just want to give a quick shout out to Sarah Reeves because she's been a friend of the Para House for years now and a big supporter of the museum. And we have now done her event 2 years. This will be our third year. The first one was in wherever that place is at
Taylor.
Yep. And
well,
then,
that wasn't the official seminar. I think
but it was
those
like
were
big-
just kind of like precursor.
correct. But
yeah.
it was before that she had gotten that going. So it
Yeah.
was like her first like sort of event. And we did that. And then we did her first NPU event, which was awesome.
Last year, yeah, that was the first seminar, and this
And I'm
year will be the second annual.
Pretty sure we were all abducted at that seminar.
Yeah, that's a whole. Well, I mean, just since we're like here, do you want, and this is the monthly meltdown, you want to share with the bruvs
Sure. I mean,
why you believe you were abducted?
well, so last year we went out.
Pray tell.
Yeah, we did her event, and last year we'd only done one presentation. It was just Nicole and I, and we had our items, and we were doing a talk on the things that we do. And anyways, later that night, Sarah was going to facilitate a CE5 event. Now, Nicole and I had talked, and we were so busy and just tired and here and there and on the road. So we're like, you know what? We're going to do our talk. We're going to say hi to people, and we're going to leave. We're not going to be there for CE5. So,
which is weird, and this is an important part of the conversation because the entire week leading up to it, we both were so excited about it. We were like, "Oh, we're gonna stay. We're gonna do the CE5 because it's out like kind of a remote place." We're like, "This is gonna be awesome." And then the day of it comes, and we decide to go home.
Yeah. But here's what's weird is we get back home, and like late that night, I start getting this just wild headache, and I don't get headaches like to the point where it's always like odd to me when someone has a headache and it's like debilitating. So I'm like, what the hell? Like it doesn't make sense to me, but it was bad. And so I'm sitting there like feeling around like, what the hell? And it was like right back here, there's like this freaking wound, like right there in the center. So if you've ever seen Pulp Fiction and Marcellus Wallace is talking to Bruce Willis, and from the back you see his head, there's that Band-Aid. It was like right there. So that was kind of interesting because I know that there's like, people that have had abduction experiences will have that happen. Anyways, long story short, a couple days go by, we meet Sarah and we go out to this property of a wonderful couple. Family who's been having some cryptid sightings on their property, potential portals, potential UFO stuff.
Weird things.
So we go there.
General weirdness.
Go there. I'm talking to them, and they had the exact same thing happen. So long story short, the more people I talked to that were at the event, all of them had the exact same thing happen.
What thing?
Bad, like I just said on the thing, that bad headache, and then back here.
To engage you, bro.
Yeah.
Play along.
And then back here, that being that like wound or whatever. So that was interesting. Were we abducted? Probably not. But it resonates.
I didn't have a headache or a wound, so
I think
you're out of your mind.
Yeah. If I'm being honest, though, if any of these bruvs showed up and they were abducting all of us, they'd probably take one look at you and be like, no, she's going to be a problem.
Absolutely not. They'd get me halfway up and be like, send it back. Yeah,
keyword
absolutely.
It. Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
Keyword it.
Yeah.
So that's going to be a lot of fun. And then obviously coming up in October, we are on the heels of Spirit Social.
Yes. So on Halloween, we have, it's run by the Night Owl podcast and doing Spirit Social. And we're speaking on quite a few panels for that, which I'm really excited about. So yeah, we'll be there all day. We'll be there, bruvin, come get weird. I don't know, talk about some paranormal. And
if you ever wanted to know what bruvin means, just show up and we'll tell you.
Oh, also, may we present to everyone, we would like you guys to vote as to what we should dress up as.
Oh, for Halloween?
Yes.
All right.
So everybody send in
There's two options.
Your submissions.
It's easy. Mulder and Scully.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Or Gomez Morticia.
Yes.
Well, I think we all know that Mulder and Scully for me is the play. It's easy. I get to run around and talk about wild stuff, and then you get to bring me back down to earth.
It's literally like, okay, so I will out myself. I never had watched the X-Files. Like, of course I had seen like an episode here and there. Donnie and Marie. No.
Yes.
So we're watching it now in order, all of the episodes. And I mean, it is. It literally is us.
And it's such a great show because he's like, God, no, Scully, like he's going off the rails.
And she just stares at him with her blank stare, and I'm like, I relate to this deeply.
Yeah. So that's the thing. So vote on that.
Please, yes, type it into the chat and let us know. Mulder
do.
and Scully, or Gomez and Morticia.
There you go.
Or Sabrina Carpenter and her security guard.
Or that
would be my preference.
Or the cover of the new Sabrina Carpenter record.
Yes, where Damien
Which,
plays
you know
Sabrina.
what? We are going to talk about that on this monthly meltdown, actually. We're going to talk about it. So
the new Sabrina Carpenter album.
Well, yeah. So the new record dropped.
We are Sabrina Carpenter girlies in this household. Okay.
Oh yeah. Oh, big time. So the new record dropped this past Friday.
Mm-hmm.
Super excited about it. We went out and did some scratching around. We picked up a copy and we've listened to it now, I think 5 or 6 times that night. Like, to get a feel for it. Very good record. Very good record. If you're a fan and you're going to go listen to it, don't expect it to do anything to the previous release.
Yeah, the short and sweet album, that's
it's the magnum opus. It's her.
She's not going to do any better than that album. That entire album is just so good.
Banger after banger.
This album, the new one, like, it is good, but it doesn't quite hit the same, And
we've listened to it now over and over, and we will continue to do so. It's a good record. Recommended.
The first song is the best.
Really?
On the new one, yeah.
All right.
Man-Child.
Maybe. I don't know. That's a tough one. That's a tough one for me. But yeah, so that's there, our new record stuff.
So yes, okay, Spirit Social.
Yep.
And then after that, everybody take note, everybody get your calendars out right this second, okay? If you are sitting here watching this, take out your calendar. Do you have it in your hand? I'll wait.
Or if you're a man of means, get out your Rolodex.
Yes, your paper planner, whatever. I use a paper planner and a digital planner because ADD, okay? I need all the help I can get over here.
I use no planner because ADD. I forget to use it.
You use me, is what you use.
Yeah.
So November 22nd, everybody write it down. We are collaborating with Denise, one of our wonderful Patreon members, Empress Event Experiences. She's a wonderful event planner, and she is putting on the new Austin Weird Fest. It is called Strange and Extraordinary Fest. And so we are collaborating with her and putting that together. It will be at the KMFA Austin studio, which for obvious reasons I love. KMFA is the Austin Classical Music Station. And it's beautiful. It's a beautiful space. So it's going to be really great. We'll be doing a talk. We'll be doing a panel. There will be an after hours VIP experience where you get to get weird. There will be Ouija boards. There will be Estes method. We'll be doing a demonstration. There will be a parapeculiar immersive haunted museum experience.
Immersive.
There will be vendors. There will be spooky things. There will be cocktails. There will be snacks.
Yeah,
there will be haunted items.
Don't promise snacks unless you can deliver. There will be
snacks. There will be food trucks.
It's going to be great. You know what? Look, this is Denise's thing, obviously, but we are helping her with it. And for me, it's a second chance of being part of putting something together locally that I would want to be a part of. And that was strong-armed from us last time we tried to do it. And I'm saying that publicly. I don't care because it was. And we didn't end up doing the fest we were going to do, and it was going to be great, and then it wasn't, and then now there's this, so it's going to be awesome. So be on the lookout for that. Denise is amazing. She is really, really diving into this, and I think she's going to do something really cool.
And it is the entire purpose of it to give a little bit more information. Obviously, if you're here and you're listening to us, you probably are also this way, but we're not just like ghost girlies, you know what I'm saying? Like, we like ghosts, we like UFOs, we love Mothman, like we're all encompassing here, okay? And so that's what the intention is for this, that it's going to be all of the weirdness, okay? And the intersection of all of the weirdness. So we are bringing that to you, and we are also very excited because there will be some people there who are not typically in the Austin circuit of weird. So we're trying to bring in some new faces, some different weirdness to the community. So
It's gonna be great.
Stay tuned, but mark it down, November 22nd.
Stay tuned.
And I should have been more prepared and had the link ready to send to y'all. If you're on our Patreon, go on our Patreon. I posted the link on there on the September calendar. It's on there.
Other than that, coming up, golly, I think so. This coming weekend is Metaphysical
Yeah,
U.
we just went through them all, bro.
Well, we didn't, because the weekend after that is Chicago or Illinois, right? To go investigate.
Which we will be investigating at a secret location. So we will be streaming it on our Patreon. That will be our investigation stream this month. So if you want a sneaky peek at
a what?
A sneaky peek.
What the is that?
A little sneaky peek at our next
That
investigation.
literally sounds like a place you would go at like 3 a.m. and put a quarter in a machine and a curtain would go up, and for 5 minutes you get titillated, right?
Well,
like,
listen.
Welcome to Sneaky Peek Theater.
We're going to be investigating, so it might be at 3 a.m. There might be a curtain. There might be a quarter. Who knows?
You have no idea what I'm talking about.
I do. Okay. I'm not that dumb.
You didn't know what a trap house was.
Okay, well, I also don't do drugs, so I don't know. Isn't that what a trap house is? It's drugs and stuff.
Anyways, we're going up to Illinois. It's going to be amazing. So we are going. I think we can say it. I mean, it's super secret location. Okay.
No, don't say it.
Don't say who we're going with.
No, Wayne Rubo says I vote the Adams.
Really?
But be open to this suggestion. Little Mermaid and Prince Eric. Listen, Wayne. There's a reason. Wayne Rubo, our bro Wayne. There is a reason that my hair used to be the color red it was, and it was because of the Little Mermaid.
I cannot go as that. Look, I can go as Mulder because he's he's losing his mind. He's eccentric. I can go as Gomez because he's lost his mind. He's eccentric. To try to get me to go as this Disney prince with these abs and this long flowing hair and the pirate puffy shirt. It just reminds me literally of that Seinfeld episode. I don't want to be a pirate.
Okay, well, how about you can be the I'll be Ariel. You can be the seagull, Scuttle, because he has lost his mind.
No, my favorite one was the crab.
He hasn't lost his mind. That surprises me because he's very strict.
I just like the way he walks. You can hear
yeah,
it's real funny. Anyways, off of that. So great. Thanks for your vote on that. Really hoping I get some more Mulder and Scully votes on that. So what's next?
So yes, those are our upcoming things. Also, just for upcoming next year, we will be at the Haunted America conference.
So excited. That is probably going to be the coolest thing in my opinion that we've done. I know I say that every year. There's always every year we're on the road. We're doing all these things, but there's always that one. There's always that one thing that is oh, it's the biggest thing. But every year it gets bigger and bigger. Mm-hmm. And this year I'm so excited because Troy's thing is going to be amazing.
It is.
I'm excited.
So yeah, let's save the date for that. I think it's next June.
Next June, which is wild because he goes on it. He just ended his this year. It just got done.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's typically how most of the fests work. They end it and then they're already planning for next year. This planning shit is not for the faint of heart. I will tell you what. Yeah.
So Troy Taylor, if you don't know who he is, check out American Hauntings podcast. Check out his wonderful museum in Alton. So we'll be up there.
His
and we're stoked.
It's really cool. So in other news, we started an Etsy shop.
Hey.
So you want to talk about what you're doing on there?
Yeah, I mean, it's stuff that we do. It's an Etsy shop. All of y'all that follow us know that I'm very much into divination and things like that and reading the cards. And so I'm offering that on the Etsy shop. Nicole's making candles. We are going to continue to offer more things. And for those of you that have been, I'm just going to say it now, wondering when's the museum going to open back up? Trust us. Don't worry. We're not just going to Etsy and becoming an Etsy shop. That is something that Nicole and I are daily discussing and looking at and figuring out. And it will be soon. All right. Sooner than later. So don't worry about that. And then you will be able to come into the shop and get the candles and the readings and everything else. But we do have that on Etsy right now. How do they find it?
But we needed an outlet for your, readings because you are on a real big kick with that right now. But it is so on Etsy, if you search Spirit Craft with a V, ye old spelling, Spiritcraft Austin. So yeah, do you want to like talk about the geomancy readings? Because I don't know that you've ever like talked about that on here. And at least like for me, I was not familiar with what it even was until you started,
which is surprising because
talking about it.
It is literally one of the oldest forms of divination that there is. So if you're into like witchcraft or you're into anything occult, like he's probably like, it's one of those things that you just know, and people don't dive into it because it is like a weirder sort of system. But when you do dive into it, it is profoundly accurate and really, I don't know. It's been great. So I'm doing that those readings, but I don't just do geomancy. Of course, me being me, I have to add some stupid flavor, or whatever. But like it's
not some stupid flavor. You just kind of like, combine all of the things that you
like. Well, the things that I like and my forms of divination that I like, and me, like I'm literally talking to you. I'll come to you like, oh, we heard this. Like I know we'll like dive into these like really old, forgotten forms of divination, right? But like my favorites are going to be your, reading the tarot, Marseille, and then of course numerology, and then throwing this geomancy thing into the mix. That I combine all those into these readings.
Yeah, you want to show your box of wonders?
My box of wonders, sure, it's right here.
Your box of wonders.
But another thing that I've added to it, and I did this on a reading yesterday, day before. Someone requested a reading. I did it for him, and then I just threw in the charms casting in that reading as well, and it lined up and it was great. But you're not gonna be able to see this on the screen there. There we go. This is my box. A few things inside. All right. This is just the top part. That's just for deco. Just some old divination cards that I have in my collection that I've put in the box there. On the sides, you'll see all this white. What this is an actual oracle from the Oracle of Delphi. This is all of the 7 sages oracles all here. So I can throw coins and I can come to one of these oracles, whatever. That's just for me. But down here is where I will cast. There you go. Ooh, and in there, kind of see it.
That is in fact a skull cap. Yes.
Yeah. So it's a skull cap. It's a human skull cap. And in there, I got a bunch of charms, and then you can hear it. You can wildly satisfying.
Wait. Charm casting ASMR.
So, and I've got them in there. And of course, as far as casting goes, in the box, there's also a bunch of bone dice made from actual bone. You've got matches for match divination. You've got coins for coin divination. You've got my coins for casting my geomantic shields. Cool stuff like a raven's claw, seashell, an acorn. I got a key, all kinds of stuff. Anything that you might want to find in a box is in here. Your
box of wonders. So actually, I think to Wayne's comment, perhaps you should be Ariel. She's got gadgets and gizmos aplenty. Who's its and what's its galore.
Yeah.
You want thingamabobs?
So
He's
then,
got 20.
what I'm kind of excited about is right here. These are drying because this will be added to the box.
This was our craft project yesterday.
Arts
and crafts in the Para House.
Bones that we have drying after being cleaned. We're gonna paint these up. And they're going to go in there for the casting as well. Do little bone casting. More bones there. I love this one.
I like the vertebrae.
You do?
The vertebrae. They're so tiny, but
yeah, and you throw them out like dice.
Those are my favorite.
See?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. And of course, you got these little guys. These are great because these will be like it'll point to something that you're
looks like you
needing to see.
Poke somebody with it,
Yeah, I mean, you would.
Sure.
All kinds of things. So bones aplenty. Those are drying. That was what we did last night. Night before?
Well, yesterday, because it was, it was a whole
event. A whole event.
Harvesting bones and cleaning bones and degreasing bones and whitening bones.
We got bones here. We got bones coffee.
Oh yeah.
All kinds of stuff.
Speaking of, use code HAUNTED on Bones Coffee.
That's right. That is right. So those are drying and those will go in the casting box as well. Cool.
Yeah, so there's, if you would like a reading of that style, you can do that on the Etsy shop.
Yeah, I send you a video of it and everything.
Yeah.
And it's funny because
and a picture of the spread.
Yeah. Well, it's funny because when I started doing the readings, and I sent my first few videos. I remember thinking like, this is going to be a disaster because because I'm me on those videos, and it's me like waving my hands, like talking about what I'm seeing, blah, blah. And I'm thinking these people are going to get these videos and be like, what the fuck did I pay for? And, but it's been they've been supportive, and it's been wildly positive, and all of the readings just simply resonate. I get hits. So honestly, it's been really good.
I feel like with readings, like if the person giving the reading is not like weird and like a little kooky, I'm like, I don't know if I trust this. You know what I'm saying?
Fair enough. So that's that. Go over to the Etsy shop and buy our stuff.
Yeah, and
give us money.
And also, well, just to do you mentioned the candles. Yep. So I have my candle. I have always made like most of my own ritual items, like oils and bath salts and whatever. So if you want an intention candle, you can get those on there. And I have been like hand making them. Specifically like individually for whatever your intention is. You type it into the chat and we go for that. So anyway, there's that.
Yep. We've been doing a book club recently.
Yes. And book club and our Patreon, but we have opened it up to anybody. All of those posts on our Patreon, even if you're just a free member, you can access those. So if you are interested in coming to book club with us and hearing us get weird, right now we are focusing on remote viewing. We are working through Third Eye Spies.
Great book, great content. And I think that our book club is cool because we're not just going to talk about the book because I know us. Like we're going to dive in, like, all right, we all read the book. Let's remote view.
Yeah, well, this is pretty much all of September in our Patreon is basically like remote viewing month. And
Seer September,
great. So even in the book club, we're like simultaneously, I'm reading this with all of the gateway, the declassified CIA documents. I made us a playlist of all of the Monroe Institute, the HemiSync tracks. So we have that in Spotify for anybody who's wanting to actually go through that and do the protocols. I'm also reading that, like the remote viewing handbook from Joseph McMoneagle, who was like 001.
Yeah, McMoneagle. Yeah. Well, it's funny to me, like, I made you a playlist of, we made us a playlist of that. It's like, that's how we give each other mixtapes. So like make each other playlists. Like most people are like, here's like these sweet songs about you.
You want to get into altered state of consciousness?
I made you a playlist because I love you so much. And it's like, what is this? It's tones. It's tones and frequencies.
Listen, bro, we gotta sync our brain hemispheres. We gotta sync the frequencies of our brain hemispheres. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Come do that with us.
Yeah. So that's what we've been doing. But this whole month is going to be remote viewing month. So we do have I think Chaos Hour this month is going to be us like actually doing remote viewing experiments, like the ones that they're talking about in the book and stuff. No, we're not going to like all get in a car and like go somewhere and, like we're live streaming. We need to be safe. Okay. But
yep. Speaking of safe, we got in the car recently because this is something that happened this past month that you can actually go and look at because it's been posted by our good friend Shaggy. Mm-hmm. That happened this past month, an investigation here. Getting in the car just reminded me that next day the three of us got up and ran to Nautica, didn't we? And we ended up in this weird back area place with like boats and shit. And then like, I don't know, it was weird. But go check out Paraholics Instagram page, Shaggy, because he posted his investigation of our house.
I think he posted the full investigation is on YouTube. But if you go to either one of our,
it was wild
Instagram accounts. He like did some collab posts and stuff too, so you'll be able to find it on there.
It was wild.
Yeah,
he has a video posted.
Live in a haunted house. What do you want?
He posted the video of him and I here in the living room, and you hear that cat noise, which you see on the video. I point out, my look, the two cats that live here, right here, and that was like way over there, and it didn't even sound like any of our cats. So. Cool. Go check that video out. You'll like it.
Yeah. Get weird.
Yeah. You got a bunch of books over here too.
So speaking of books, I've been on a real book kick. So, as part of the monthly meltdown, you're also going to get book reviews.
Today, 2 Grady Hendrix in there.
Today, at least. Well, yeah, because I read, this one, and you're like, oh, you really got to read this one because you wanted to watch the movie. And I was like, well, I got to read the book first.
I love the cover of this so much. This is
is
one of those books. Look,
it's really cool.
People, it's a hot take, but anyone that tells you can't judge a book by its cover,
I definitely do.
They're wrong.
We are also both Libras, though. So.
Yeah. Well, I saw this, and it looks like a big old, because you wouldn't remember this, but VHS tapes used to come in big. I
wouldn't remember this.
No, not when they came in boxes this size. Just like, do you remember when CDs came in big boxes that were bigger than this?
I mean, the special edition ones sometimes.
They came in cardboard boxes that were a rectangle, and they were huge. And you had to cut your little jewel case out of there. Oh yeah. Uh-huh. This is how big VHS tapes used to be, and this book looks like old horror VHS. And if you ever spent any time in a Blockbuster Video or your local video store, you remember Friday night, that horror section with those boxes and those great covers, and you always find some good movies. Anyway, I'd gotten this book and I read it. The second I was done, I immediately went up to the bookstore here next to us and got every one of his books.
Yeah.
Grady Hendrix, My Best Friend's Exorcism.
Yeah. So now we do need to watch the movie.
It's so good.
Because that was why I read this. Because you were like, I want to watch the movie. But yeah, this one's good. I also read his
newest.
The Witchcraft for Wayward Girls.
I have not read this one yet.
Which was good. I think, to be honest, I think I liked Witchcraft for Wayward Girls better.
Really?
Than My Best Friend's Exorcism. But I also I don't know, hot take. They were good, but I don't know if they were it's not something I'm gonna go through my day thinking about.
So for me it was, and it's his I guess it's his writing, but there's something.
He's a very good writer.
Well, and he's one of the only guys I've ever read that can write women. Yeah, and you definitely get that in this one, The Witchcraft for Wayward Girls, because it's all about pregnant teenagers, wayward girls, and the homes for wayward girls and stuff like that. But he has a whole section in there. He consulted and talked to various doctors and women who have given birth and such to be able to write these things. He also has another book that you'll read soon, the Southern. That's in my to-be read. It is. It made my second favorite vampire books. My first one is Salem's Lot, but that's up there. It's so good. Yeah. So Grady Hendrix, if you like to read horror fiction, get on it. And it is interesting too, I will say, this one especially, it's horror, but more campy, pop culture kind of in it. You know what I'm saying? You know what's funny? That might be why I love his books so much, because it's a double shot of nostalgia. I think that this quote honestly is this is pretty much it. So if The Exorcist had been authored by Tina Fey instead of William Peter Blatty, it might have borne an uncanny resemblance to what Grady Hendrix has accomplished with My Best Friend's Exorcism. And I feel that's a really good book. Yeah. A really good book. So yeah, both of those were good. He's a really, really good writer. But when it comes to horror, I guess I'm more of a mystery person. I like the horror aspect, but there's no mystery. I need some twists, I need some turns, I need some what's gonna happen. I need those books that you're just so oh my god, what's gonna happen next, that you can't stop reading it. You know what I'm saying? And oh, you've been telling me about that one, haven't you? You need to read this one. This book was really freaking good. So it's called The Sanatorium, and it's set in an old TB hospital. It's The Shining, but with a full house. Yeah, and it's set in an old TB hospital, so, Waverly Hills. And it just, that, of course, immediately caught my attention. Oh, here it is. This is why Cooks Your Bacon. A mix of whodunit and psychological thriller. You love the whodunit. Yeah, with hints of horror. So that's, right up my alley. This book was, it was really, really freaking good. And it also, what caught my attention was, it's on a Reese's book club, and any of the books that I've ever read that are on that list are just really, really good. But yeah, this scratched all of my itches. Okay. It was really good. You need to read this one, bruv. I think you'll really like it. Sick. And then the final one. Oh, the lesbian Dracula book. Yeah, I read Carmilla recently.
specifically because I saw a bunch of people on TikTok actually talking about this, and I did not realize that there was something that inspired Dracula. This is the book that inspired Dracula being written.
One of the things,
which is like iconic, right? But I also appreciated this because there's like some little lesbian moments in it, you know?
You appreciate a lesbian moment. I appreciate you appreciating a lesbian moment.
And it's, well, I mean, just the fact that when this was written, like that would have been so like, what? You know, like so beyond scandalous.
Sure.
So I also just really appreciate that. You know, it does have some of that kind of like old-timey writing. So there definitely were a few times where I had to like reread a sentence a couple times to like understand what it was saying, you know, but it is very good. It's beautifully written. And it does also kind of have the, you know, like, oh, what's going to happen next? Like it is a bit more predictable. But it's very good. So I enjoyed that one. And it's a really quick read too, obviously. It's like very tiny. It's a tiny book. So there's Nicole's book recommendations of the month.
Yeah, so we've talked about the divination stuff. We've talked about your books. We've talked about the events coming up. We've talked about the investigation here at the house, which, by the way, you know, if there are people out there that watch us and if we know you and we think you're all right, like hit us up and you can come investigate here and get weird with us at the house, because it's something that I've liked doing lately is having people over that I trust and that we know and doing these investigations, because it's an interesting kind of haunted location. It's not the same as when you go to these haunted locations, like, you know, the lights are out and whatever. Mm-hmm. We're sitting here like we do, all the lights are on, everything's normal, and then things will happen. Yeah. You know, people see mantis beings in the backyard. Like it's so hit us up for that. Yeah. If you want to do that.
You can submit your application to investigate the paranormal.
Submit your application.
Yeah, it is weird though. Like stuff happens here all the time.
All the time.
Though sometimes we're just dinguses and forget to turn the TV off and we're like, do you hear that?
Okay, that happened last night. That was last night. Dude, okay. So this was funny. So about a week ago, I think it was last weekend, I was scratching around and it was real late. You were asleep and you had the white noise machine on in the bedroom. And I was hearing absolute conversations. I'm like, what the hell is this? And I thought in my mind, I'm like, okay, it's the white noise. And maybe her white noise thing has like a radio to it, whatever. So I leave the bedroom and I'm walking around out here, right? And I'm scratching around, dude. And I'm hearing like a radio, all right? And then I hear that way what sounded like a radio that someone was, a song was singing. It was really creepy, really, really creepy. And me being out here alone, I walked back into the room and I lay down next to you, and it sounded like a baseball game was coming through the radio.
Even when you were still in the bedroom?
Yes.
I thought that it was only happening when you were out here.
No, I came out here because it was happening in the bedroom.
Oh, bros.
That's what I'm saying.
Bros, let us sleep.
Yeah.
Stop interrupting our sleep. Do you hear me?
Well, so that was wild. So then we're talking about it last night. We're laying in bed and I'm like, dude, and then I hear like that same kind of like ethereal conversation, like it's like out into the
it's like ether. It's very low.
Yeah.
Barely audible.
And so I'm like, what the hell? And then like it happens, and I see Nicole kind of perk up, like, did you hear that? Did you hear that? You know, and Damienismed all over the bed, right? We had to clean the sheets. And like, it was literally, you were like, yeah. And I was like, okay, that's it. I can hear it. Yeah. So you were like, are you sure you did you turn the TV off out there? I was like, yeah, I turned it off. And it kept going. You're like, are you sure? And I'm like, I think. And go check. So I'm like, shit. So I get up, because, you know, your house, not scared. You're like, what am I going to find? You know? And I walk out and the damn TV's on.
Yeah.
You know, so.
Yeah.
Hey, speaking of ghosts and things that happen in our house, they tried your best, Miss Thang from Tennessee, to take you away from us, the VHS tape, and it was recently saved.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Recently saved. We had for a couple of days a completely torn apart, broken VCR.
Did we? Well, for anybody who has not heard us say this yet, we will repeat ourselves. So I'm sorry if you've already heard this. But for anybody who is not, okay, Miss Thang from Tennessee, a.k.a. the Bell Witch, who's been, haunting us since we went there, but only when we like talk about her, like little random weird things will happen.
She was quiet till we did our experiments with the rocks.
Yes. And so anyway, in my deep dive of the research, when we were prepping everything, we come across something that's like talking about this evidence that caught a portal or like a door opening in the cave. And we're like, what the hell is this? We got to find this, right? Fast forward, we're in Alton talking to Troy Taylor in his museum. You bring it up and Troy laughs and goes,
I was there.
I was there.
And, like, what?
Yes. And so we're like, dude, we've been looking for this like footage of this evidence. And so he's like, well, it's, it was this old like paranormal show, I guess, that was kind of like independently produced.
Really like, good, by the way.
Yeah. And he was like, let me see if I can like find a copy of this and I'll send it to you. And so he wasn't able to find it, but he did find a copy of the VHS tape that had this on it. And so he sends me the link. We get this tape, which, mind you, this guy's trying to sell it for freaking $100, okay, on eBay. And I was like, oh, bruv, no. So we got it down to half price. Okay, we got 50% off. We get this tape finally. We're so excited to watch it. We're like, we got the freaking popcorn. We're ready. We get
take it into the movie room.
The movie room.
/ guest room. / Ouija board.
And we're watching it. And as we're watching it, I see an orb fly across the freaking room with my eyeballs. Okay. And then shortly thereafter,
I see it.
Damien sees the same thing.
Which, let's talk about that, because we don't, in this world, we've all seen orbs, but it's typically in a photo or a video. It's never like.
Yeah, you don't ever really see them with your eyes. Like,
correct.
That's pretty rare. I think, I could probably count on one hand the amount of times I've seen that.
Right.
So we both saw that in the room as we're watching the movie, right? So already like a little weird. Then we finished the movie, like, okay, that was great, whatever. You rewind the tape and you go to hit eject and nothing happens.
Which, look, I mean, this is a VCR that I have a pretty radical VHS collection, which just recently I got the first 3 Star Trek films on a VHS, still sealed, by the way, which is awesome. But it's never given me any problems. All right. It so happens that the night we're watching the Bell Witch tape and we see the orb and then the tape gets stuck. That's wild. Couldn't get it out. And then we got locked out of that room.
Yeah. So after that happens, we come out here, and I think you brought the VHS player out because we were like trying to mess with it, whatever, and you like plugged it into a different outlet or something. Nothing's working. And then we go back in that room for whatever reason, and the freaking door was locked. Okay. Yeah. She locked us out. And mind you, this is one of those door handles that like on the inside there's a button in the middle and you have to push it in and like it clicks into place and you hear the click and you feel the click, right? And it's not like just a light little like a breeze will push it in. You have to push the button in, okay? And so that's what happened. She freaking locked us out. And then I think a few days later, it happened again. Yeah,
which is also the room that when we do have our friends come stay with us, that's what
it's the guest room. But yeah, so we finally did get the tape out. Shout out to Sir Talking Hair.
Shout out to the Pararodi. He came over here. He was on the case, man. Him and Cade.
Yeah.
Sat there tag teamed it. They tag teamed it. They banged it real good and they got it out. But that poor VCR was just destroyed. It was in parts all over the.
Well, they both said that the motor apparently was like completely fried.
That's interesting. That's wild. But so it's out. That's safe and sound. I can't wait to go back there. First off, I just can't wait. I think when we do drive up to Alton for that conference, if we've not made it back there before then, I think we stop there. We see our old pal.
Ideally, we are trying to go back to Waverly sometime early next year.
Oh, yeah. We are going to do that for sure. Going back there is going to be rad, and we're going to make it more of a – well, we're going to be it's going to be a smaller group, isn't it? It's going to be a smaller group of people, so it's going to be a lot of fun. So
Just the fam.
Be on the lookout for that, for Waverly Part 2.
I'm like, I don't know what else is going on in our lives. I put up Halloween decorations because obviously
you did.
So like, look at those cute little Halloween decorations. You see
those
the little
vintage ghost guy here. So there
you see those guys. Whoops, sorry, Instagram.
Wow. No, he's great. He's not like a true vintage Halloween deco guy, but he looks the part.
Yeah, they look like vintage Halloween. So
which is awesome.
Those are real cute.
Show them the bats, man.
We got some bats. Oh my god.
Come on, just get it together. Look,
all right,
if I do this, there's the bats. They're flying around. See it?
Yep.
They're flying.
Across the cabinet.
Just doing their thing.
There we go.
If you listen carefully, you can hear them.
The bats. So yeah, we're ready for Halloween over here in the Pear House. To no one's surprise. It'll probably stay up all year because it's cute.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Is there anything else we've been melting down about, bro?
Nope. But we need to get back to the new Love Is Blind because those new episodes just dropped, and we're so excited. The UK version, which is little bit of insider info for everyone here, because everyone's heard us say bruv.
That's where it comes from.
That's where it comes from. Is Love Is Blind UK.
The first Love Is Blind UK, and actually specifically Ollie, who then was on Perfect Match and Perfect Matched with AD. Okay. My girl AD.
No, yeah. We if we could find a way to combine those shows with the paranormal shows, that now you're on to something.
Paranormal reality show.
But like paradating. Parapods. Like you're in the pods.
You're in the parapods.
Yeah.
Oh, want to know what there actually is, like a paranormal dating app? I realized this. Yes, and it's like, I'm pretty sure it's like sponsored by George Norrie. Okay.
What?
I'm pretty sure. I mean, I might be making that up, but I don't think I am, because I heard it when I was listening to the Coast to Coast podcast that Heidi Hollis did. The like Darkness to Light, or I don't remember, but the one that Heidi Hollis was doing, and it comes up, they put it as an ad. And there, it's like literally like a paranormal dating app.
I get it, because if you think about the nature of being into this mess, whether you're investigating it or researching it or looking at it or engaging it, whatever, like you better have a partner that also likes that shit, or they're going to just get real. So,
like if there's one way to find out if somebody is for you or not, just be like, so what do you think about ghosts?
Yeah. What are your opinions on shadow bros?
Yeah, on shadow people. What say you about UFOs?
Yeah. If you really want to test the strength of your relationship, ask your significant other, hey, Friday night for date night, would you like to forgo going to a restaurant and we sit out in the backyard instead and try to summon UFOs?
Yeah.
So, this is funny. This just happened last month. I'm going to say this because on that. So, this is like a week and a half ago. This is recent. So I'm in bed. I'm sleeping. I'm trying to sleep. You get up to take a hurricane out, something, and you're out. I'm drifting asleep, and all of a sudden the bedroom door opens. You're like, bruv. I'm like, what? And you're like, you got to come out. The bruvs are here. I'm like, what? What do you mean the bruvs are here? I'm thinking Eric and Wayne. What do you mean? It's like 4 a.m. And you're like, no, the bruvs, they're in the sky. I'm like, okay. And I get up. I walk out back, and you're like parked in a fucking picnic chair, and you're sitting there looking up, and there it was. It was like basically the winter triangle. Everyone knows what that is. And there's that triangle, but each point of the triangle would like flash like do 3 times, and the other one go do, and the other go do. It was interesting.
They were I've never seen them like anything flashing like that, but then there were also like the little ones that kept like popping in and out like around it. I don't know, it was weird, but when I say like flashing, like I mean flashing. Okay.
Yeah,
I've never in my life seen a star do this.
Well, and not only that, it was I was looking at it, and when one would flash again, I go do, it'd be like 3 times, and then the other one would do it the same. So it was almost like that when we sit outside and we talk to birds, and we know, because we experience this, that literally you'll talk to the birds and they will reply with something that is in certain cadences. Yeah. And that's what was going on out there.
Yeah.
So that was interesting. That was a fun thing to get woken up to.
Bro, get up.
Yeah. So maybe if you get on that paranormal dating app sponsored by George Norrie, you too.
Woken up at 4 a.m. by your partner saying, bro, get up, the bros are out.
Yeah, so there's that.
Everybody's dream.
Yeah, pretty much. Until you experience the reality. Ha ha ha. No. That's the month.
Yeah, that's the month.
That is the month.
That's what we've been doing over here.
We're just trying to finish the year out. We've been so busy this year for us. We've been on the road so much. It's wild. And I don't think we have a free weekend.
I was just going to say, I don't think we have a free weekend at this point until December, to be really honest.
So there's that.
At least one of those weekends is Disney.
Well, because our birthday.
Yes.
You know, our birthday, we say our birthday because it's literally less than 48 hours.
Yeah, because I'm the 8th.
I'm the 10th.
You're the 10th.
Of October, obviously. And
the best month of the year.
We are going to Disney World to celebrate that. We're taking that reprieve, and be on the lookout for us posting pictures of us in the Haunted Mansion on the ride.
Oh my God, we need to bring like a freaking EMF or something to take pictures while we're in there, being like,
what's that?
Like going past Madame Leota's head, like.
Dude, no. All right, I've got it. I'm gonna take. I'm bringing our K2, and we got to fashion Mickey ears to it. All right, so yeah, right. So like that. Look, they need to sell that there.
Yeah.
You know, like to go on the ride.
We can do it.
Oh,
that's good. Somebody remind us.
There's no way we forget that.
That's pretty good. We have required. We have to get pictures doing that.
Oh yeah. Well, they take the picture of you on the ride, then you pay $500 and you get the picture.
Yeah.
The one that your mom and David sent was the best. I've never David looked like he was literally they'd sent him up into low Earth orbit, and he's like looking at space he's never seen it before. He's like, this is amazing. But I'm so stoked for it to be there. I've not been to Disney World in quite some time.
Yeah, I've never gone for Halloween time, which is surprising.
It is surprising for you because you're a big Disney girly. I've not gone for Halloween. I've been, several times to Disney World. Haunted Mansion, I have argued this with people, is the best haunted attraction in the world. You cannot beat that. Like, as someone who has always wanted to own a haunted attraction, you can't beat that.
It's probably the only one that I will actually enter.
Well, because it's not scary.
The fake haunted houses, no. Mm-mm.
Well, it's still a fake haunted house.
I mean, I know, but it's not the same.
It's not pop out scary. You don't like the pop out scary. No. This is cartoonish. Hitchhiking Ghost.
I'm not trying to pee my pants, okay? I didn't bring the pair of pens.
All right. Well, so that's that. So I'll be on the lookout for that. And that's our monthly meltdown.
That's the monthly meltdown. That's what we've been doing over here.
Yep.
All right. I think that's all. If you want to hang out with us more this month, come get weird with us on Patreon. Patreon.com/parapeculiar.
But hey, one more time. If you, during this live stream, found yourself falling asleep out of pure boredom, well, I do have the cure for you.
Right here.
Bones Coffee. Right here. All right. S'mores time. Use coupon code Haunted to get 10% off, which isn't a lot, but hey, trying times call for desperate measures. Whatever. Go check it out. Use our promo code, please. Haunted. Bones Coffee Company.
They also, just as a PSA for everyone who likes novel things like this, their fall one, they have a whole Nightmare Before Christmas line.
Do they know?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, of fall flavors. It's very cute.
All right.
Anyway, okay. That's Monthly Meltdown. Thanks for watching our slow mental decline. Okay, bye.